Hello. Another you have to ask question. In Parshas Vayeilech, normally we read it together with Nitzavim, and 2023 we do read them together, Nitzavim and Vayeilech. So in Parak Lamed Aleph, beginning with Pasuk Yudaled through Pasuk Tesvav, Hashem says to Moshe the following and tells him to tell Klal Yisrael the following message. I'm going to paraphrase because I'm not going to go through all the 5 psukim, they're a little wordy. Basically says, Hashem says, Moshe, the days of your end is coming close, you're going to die soon, and you should appoint Yeshua, you should bring Yeshua up to them. And you shall know that after you die, Klal Yisrael is going to, the Jewish people are going to serve other gods, and they're going to stray from the bris. And it's going to anger me, and they're going to forsake my bris, and I'm going to start to send punishments on them and rain down on that day. Punishments of Klal Yisrael. And on that very day, they're going to realize and they're going to say, the reason why all these bad things are happening to us, this is what Klal Yisrael is going to respond, is because Hashem is not in our midst. We don't have Hashem in our midst. And the very next pasuk Yud Tes, that culminates this pasuk Yud Ches actually, culminates, it says, a very famous pasuk says, V'anochi aster panai b'yom ahu. And on that very day, I will hide my face from them, and they will have to search out and seek me. And then it says that they should rewrite the Torah or sing and bring the Shira, Azino, there's different people what this is talking about, and then eventually come to bring their salvation. The question is asked, or you could ask, is that when they said why these bad things are happening to us is because God is not in our midst. Isn't that the first act of tshuva? They're recognizing that we did bad, and that's why bad things are happening, is because God is not among us, and we're not living a life that's proper, and they're doing tshuva. So why is Hashem's response to that declaration that I'm going to hide my face further from you, and you're going to have to seek me out further in order to come to this tshuva? So this is, a question you could ask. When you read the psukim, it becomes clearly that it seems to be a strange response to Klal Yisrael's response to they're doing. So there could be that a person could say is that what's going on over here is the following: is that if you're serving idol worship and you believe in the idol, and you think that this is the real thing, and then bad things start happening, who should you turn to? You should turn to the idol. You should say, maybe I'm serving him wrong. Maybe I could do this better. What am I not doing? What am I missing? Avodah Zarah, answer me, help me, save me. You're the God. Obviously, Klal Yisrael did not do that. What they did was, you know what? Bad things are happening. It's because the big guy upstairs, the Rebbeinu Shalom, the only one, he's the one who's not, who we're disappointing, what we're doing wrong. So if that's true, and you don't believe in the Avodah Zarah anyway because you realize that the bad things are really coming from Hashem, then why are you serving the idols in the first place? Must mean is that you want to try to live a life. And imagine that Hashem is not in your life. You're going to hide from Hashem. You want Hashem to hide his face from you. You don't want to see him. You don't want to see him. You don't want to be visible. You don't want him intruding, so to speak, in our lives. To that, Hashem says, I'm going to give you what you asked for. If that's what you understand now, that it's not because you're serving the idols because you believe in them. You're serving it because that's what you want to do. I'm gonna hide my face from you. You're gonna live in a world you're gonna get what you want, where you don't see Hashem so readily. Apparently, you have to search for him. You have to seek him out, and then you can find him. And then when you do, you'll have that realization. You'll be able to do tshuva, and you'll bring the Yeshua to yourselves, bring the redemption to yourselves. And that's where we are today. We live a life where we delude ourselves, constantly thinking because we're trying to live our lives without Hashem involved in it. But when push comes to shove, we stop and we say, this is because we're not doing the right thing. That's the first step. Not only that, but that only shows us down is that we have to search out for Hashem further. And if we open up our eyes and we look for Hashem and we see the Hashgacha Pratis, the divine intervention in our lives, in everyone's lives, and from the good and seemingly bad, from every little aspect of it, you see Hashem is so apparent. Start to do that, then we should be zocheh to bring the Geula, and that's how our year, we should come to that realization sooner than later. We should start opening up our eyes and searching for Hashem because he's covered his face from us. But in Elul, this is the time when he's here. And this is the time before Rosh Hashanah where he's waiting for us and he's saying, come, open your eyes and look for me. See, I'm here in the garden, I'm here in the field. where all the different Mishalim that are talked to us. This is the time when we should look and see the Hashem's intervention. We should see all the different things that lead to us, and we won't live a life of fear, a year of frightenness. We should understand that we should be zocheh to open his eyes to be able to do a tshuva, finish off the year, begin the year anew. May everybody have a ksiv tov.